Hey guys, what's up? Nick here. So, have a couple of closing. This is gonna be the last video. It's gonna be a couple of closing points I want to make. First things first, after you beat the game, when you load it up into the main menu, you'll see this NGP. That's New Game Plus, obviously, and then here it also says New Game Plus, and then here's where you last left the game. For us, it's the New Game Plus hub. So if we click on Resume, you get the option either reset New Game Plus portals or return to hub. Now reset New Game Plus portals, I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm pretty sure I know what it means, but first let's just click on return to hub. Once we return to hub, we will be in the last area that before we left. In this case, it's after the Shaxx boss fight. So here we are. You will notice that this area is blocked off, so you can't go back there. You can't backtrack. So point number one is the boss fight. Now, I honestly thought I was gonna die during that fight, and so I wasn't really like trying to, explain the strategy very well, or at all, really. So the Shaxx fight is very similar to fighting that demon we encountered in the Grey Teeth Castle, where he was in that dining hall. He was teleporting around. He was shooting those projectiles at us. So basically, Shaxx is kind of a powered up version of that demon. He teleports up close and slashes. You saw him do that a couple of times. And then he also does this weird blood clone thing that he creates the clones and they attack you. The fight is fairly easy. The most annoying part was the teleporting and the demons he summons. Once you freeze them all, you can take them down, no problem. That was point number one. Point number two are these portals. Now, this is where reset New Game Plus portals comes in, I believe. If you go through this, you have the chance to kind of do mini missions. So in this case, it's Sudden Trod Skirmish Tier 11. So the first one is the level, it's Sudden Trod. Skirmish is the type of objective you need to do, and Tier 11 is the gear you'll get. In this case, Skirmish, I believe, well, there's three. There's Device, so where you disable devices. There's Skirmish, and then there's Hunt, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think Skirmish, you have to go through the level like normal, killing everybody, and then another thing is you have to hunt for packs of certain enemies and kill them before you can complete the level. And you can do the portals over and over, and once you finish one, another one will open up and to a different mission and different objective out of the three I mentioned. And you can do them over and over, and if you want, you can reset the portals. So pretty cool. You could do it infinitely, and I believe you can get better tier gear. And so this brings us to point number three, is New Game Plus in itself. If you go to fast travel, you'll notice that you can fast travel to anywhere you want. Right now we're in New Game Plus hub. If we go to Old Dravasser, and at the very first level, Mouth of the Old City, and travel there, you will see that it kind of does a soft reset. You can still travel anywhere you want. So if you want to do Old Dravasser and then go to Sodden Trod, you can do that. And it kind of resets the setting, as if you will. For example,
What? How are you awake? Damn it!
Rogiro here is voiced.
Bitch, how did he vanish like that?
And then if we come on over here,
Son of a...
there you go. So that's voiced as well. Now we should get the Etheria here, like right here.
Harvested Etheria, the essence of the fallen. Use it to craft new spells.
So some things are voiced, but you can't look um, at the little cutscenes, the little ethereal visions anymore. Uh, Once you watch them once, they're gone. You can't. That's not reset. Also, your loot rarity gets reset, and then you can't get them back, unfortunately. So the lieutenants on New Game Plus are very very tough. As you can see, it took me quite a they took quite a good amount of hits to die. But if you come over here and you activate this portal, you notice that my loot rarity didn't reset. However, I noticed that in New Game Plus, you get pretty good loot in itself, so that's not really that big a deal. For example, here's a blue one we're getting, and here's a green one instead of just white and greens. Um, and the tier increase as well. I mean, when I was playing a little bit through this, it was at tier 10, and now I restarted and it's at tier 11. So I don't know how tiers increase, but they do, and it's pretty neat. Speaking of tiers, here's a tier 10 shield. If you notice, I have health per pip 5,000 now, and that's more than anything so far. My last shield, it was like, I think I had like 20, maybe 25 or 2,500 or 3,000 health per pip. Now it's like 5,000. That's pretty darn good. And some of the upgrades are really awesome. I mean, really, really, really awesome. As you could see, the damage goes up. You get some crazy, like this one, catastrophic lob of entropy, critical chance, charging, apocalyptical chance, 75% damage to low health enemies. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So there's definitely a reason to go through this if you want to make your character more powerful. Is keep going through it and getting higher tier items, and I guess just have fun, try different sigils, whatever you need to do. Pretty cool. But overall, that's about it. I mean, there's really not much else to this. Got the portals, and you've got the New Game Plus, where you can just teleport anywhere you want, and the fight is reset. So yeah, I mean, I really said what I need to say. This game is really awesome. I might go through it again by myself with different sigils. I've been trying to do a lightning one. Because it has a really interesting apocalyptical property, so I might show a couple of videos of that. But for the most part, the Lichdom is done. So next is most likely going to be Knights of the Old Republic, which I've been really dying to play over again, and have not, because I wanted to finish this. So it'll be Knights of the Old Republic. I also want to start up Quest for Glory again. I did say I was going to complete all 5 games with all the different characters. So it'll probably be Knights of the Old Republic and Quest for Glory, kind of a back and forth. Other than that, thanks for watching. This was really fun, but really long to make. So I'm glad I finished with Lichdom. And here comes Knights of the Old Republic. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next series.